What up? I said I'm getting fired up. All the like this. Here we go. All right, collective. We gonna do a collective. I do a collective. So I think we are in retrograde because the electronics is acting wonky and shit. Okay, I know y'all had dealing with that some of that on y'all side. All right, so you know, what can we do, right? Okay, retrograde. That's what retrograde does, you know. Okay. Yeah, yeah, probably in the feds too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody getting a little, everybody got their hand in, but yeah, hey, what it is, huh? So did you see another dodo bird? Another decoy. So somebody send another cute or fine decoy in. Don't the shit don't. I what do they think is gonna happen differently? Is my question. Like I really want to know. I really have to like sit down and have a conversation. And just like what do you think? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's mind baffling. All right, 3, 2. Y'all over it anyway. It don't even bother y'all at this point. It really don't. It just doesn't. It's kind of like you see it in their eyes, like immediately now. It's just like, oh shit, another one. And they got the same haircut. They all dress the same. You know what I'm saying? They're all, it's just the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, can y'all wear something different or something maybe, or like try not to look like each other? I don't, I don't know. But yeah, let's see. Let's have a laugh here. Since people think something funny, let's have a laugh, shall we? Y'all for some comedy today. Yeah, I feel like we can use a little. All right, let's see. Let's go. Holy Spirit, tap me into this amazing, beautiful collective of mine. All right, so we got somebody's having a fall. Somebody's crashing. Somebody taking a nosedive. Okay, Aries in the reverse. All right, an emperor, empress, whatever. Okay, I really feel like it's an emperor. Uranus, number 17, and Capricorn. Somebody can have an accent. Somebody could be from Texas. Okay, I feel like I'm speaking with a Texas accent. It's a bonus. The Sun and Scorpio in the reverse. So, like I said, you can see it in their eyes when you look at it. Like it's there's no need for tests anymore. For some of you, there's no need for tests. You know what I'm saying anymore? Okay. You're ace and shit around here. A plus 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 type shit, right? So you see that somebody's karmic, they're toxic, okay? That they're just like I just described. They look like the other ones, right? Smell like the other ones. They just have this stench, this look, this energy, these mannerisms. They just do the same thing, right? Monkey see, monkey do. You know. So I see detachment. Okay, I don't see that you're ever even detached to someone. I mean, attached to someone. You see, I said detached twice. Yeah. So you were never attached to this person. Yeah, I feel like you dismissed them. I feel like they didn't even understand that you dismissed them, and they didn't even know. They didn't even get it. They didn't realize. So they could have came back again and tried to get a little closer this time, but still not realizing that, hey, I dismissed you the other day, buddy. Ma'am, sir, I dismissed you the other day. You didn't catch that. Okay, yeah, they didn't catch that. They didn't catch that. Okay. All right, let's see, collective. And here you are, just blissful, just as happy as ever, excited, feeling extremely happy and full of joy. Okay? Uninterrupted. Uninterrupted joy. Let's point that out. So you've been on that, that tip, and you stayed on it. And you're staying on it. Compassion. Yeah, somebody's just a product of their environment. You don't even blame the person. They're just a pawn. They're just being used. They don't know any better. You're like, it's like, oh, it's like, oh, carefree, exactly. Yeah, you're not worried about it. You have no cares or worries. Things are feeling easy, exactly. Uh-huh. Okay, a lot of blue out here. Throat chakra, I believe that is. So there could be a lot of, somebody could be talking to somebody about you, okay? I feel like I'm seeing an emperor, and I'm seeing a king of pentacles, and I'm seeing a page of pentacles. So I'm seeing an emperor watch somebody go in somewhere to do something. Okay. Hmm. Let's get this one. I feel this one coming. You love yourself. You're not an idiot. No. No, you're not an idiot. You see how she's looking at the apple? You see how her mouth is not open, about to take a bite, her eyes are closed, right? It feels to me like she's listening to her gut, right? Or he. You know what I'm saying? They're listening to the inside of themselves, right? And the inside of them is telling them that apple's poisonous. She's feeling the energy in the apple. That's what it's giving me, okay? All right? Yeah, it's like this snake tried to impregnate you with some type of seed, some type of demonic seed. Type of Glorilla. I don't know, some of y'all might be finding another place to go to, okay? Spend your time, okay, for example, let's say you go to one gym, right? I use the gym for example every time, right? It's the easiest thing for me. Let's say you go one place, right? And you've been going there for a while. Some of you guys might be changing it up, finding a new place, a new environment to be in, okay? Because you're tired of seeing the same bullshit in the environment that you're seeing. Something like that, okay? You see the evidence, you got the evidence. Deadline around winter. Okay, somebody's trying to carry something out through the winter, something that's already done and over with. They're trying to drudge it back up. Okay. Pray that your flight be not in winter. Something this winter it's not gonna be as they, think it's gonna be. Last winter they were doing some fuck shit towards you, right? And they're trying to continue it this year. This year, nah, it's gonna be a very cold winter. People gonna be without houses and homes. You know what I'm saying? You know, blankets and shit to keep you warm, right? You know, remember they're gonna them cuddling up in the bed together, all warm and cozy, in times past. Yeah, they're gonna remember that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna remember that. They're gonna think on that a lot, cause it's gonna be cold. Yeah, it's gonna be freezing this winter. Oh, the coldest winter. The coldest winter. Watch. Watch. I promise. Watch. Separation. Denial. What did I say? Didn't I say that you dismissed this person the first day you laid eyes on them? Because you saw what you saw and you can't unsee what you see. They were in denial. So somebody has a big ego here. Somebody thinks that they're, God's gift. And, they think that, I'm this and I'm that, of course they'll want me. Of course, of course I can get them that. Somebody try to do this to you. They try to do one of these to you, come on over, give you the little smoky eyes, you know what I'm saying? And, maybe walk past you a little bit so you get a little whiff, right? That you ain't looking for, okay? Yeah, it doesn't work on you. You're not a thought. That hole over there, you're not a thought. Man or woman, you're not a thought. Last time that I checked. Let's peace Nipsey. What we got for the collective? Call. Now somebody want to talk about something. Ghost. Oh, they want to talk about ghosting you for a secret lifestyle that they had. Okay. Yeah, all types of secrets. Okay. I'll let your imagination run wild with that. Okay. I ain't gonna go down the list, but they took a risk. They rolled the dice. They gambled. Okay. I feel juiced. I feel gassed right now. I feel like my fire got some gasoline thrown on it. Yeah, and it's on inside of me. I feel like my fire got some gasoline, some heavenly gasoline poured on this shit. Facade. Somebody wants to call and put on the front. Yeah, they want to call and put on the front. They want to make play the victim. Okay, they're in their feelings. Yeah, they have regrets. Yeah. Now they appreciate you. Or they have some type of obsession with you. Go jump off a bridge. Into water. Secrets. They try to pull on your heartstrings. This person don't know you, beloved. Why did they think that they could pull on your heartstring? Huh? Why they think you wear your heart on your sleeve? Oh, 'cause you look good? Is that it? Some of y'all look damn good. Yeah, I'm seeing like the Spirit showing me 4 Queen of Wands cards on the upright. So you look damn good, whoever you are. Okay? I ain't gassing you, it's the truth. Right? Okay? An air sign sent this person in to take this risk. Dumb and Dumber and Dumbest. Okay. 3 people can be significant. They all got that duh. You know what I'm saying? Like blank stare, like a blank. Cause there's nothing up here. It's just if you wiggle it around, it'll sound like 2 peas, bouncing around in there. There's nothing there. They're hollow. They're empty. It's lost cause. Appreciation. Somebody secretly appreciates you, or what? Quiet. What? Lifestyle trash. You making somebody want to throw their lifestyle in the trash. A water sign that wants revenge. They want revenge, but they have regrets. What the hell am I reading here? They want revenge, but they have regrets. What does that mean? Decisions, lifestyle. So somebody is of a reprobate mind. Yeah, somebody's of a reprobate mind. So God gave them over to whatever the hell it is that they were, so desperately clinging to. It owns them now. Commitment lifestyle. Somebody could have been married, okay, or somebody could have been a, yeah. I just, who cares? It's okay. Let's see what comes out of here. Mimic chest peeping. Look, look, look. They sent them in there and they sitting there watching. Look. Are they gonna take it? Are they taking it? Are they falling for it? Just look how stupid they look, all trying to look through the keyhole. Look how stupid they look. You know, you almost want to just stick something through that keyhole and just you know. Okay, somebody could be peeping around your house. Okay, I got a few that like to come and try to peep in my windows. You know the little crack of the window, you know, where the blinds you can kind of like see if you look at an angle. Yeah, I got a couple that do that, you know. Yeah. So you probably got somebody outside your house at nighttime trying to peep in the cracks of the seams of the window to see, you know, what you're doing, who's in there, you know, if you're naked, if you're not, you know. Peeping Tom, face ass motherfuckers. Take it two, Spirit, please, hold up. Two, please. We got twin flame, no exit, Casanova. So somebody twin flame stuck. You know, they got left, you know, like they tried to do you, they tried to leave you on red, or they tried to leave you stuck, wondering like, hey, what's up with this person? Or what? Wait, come back. What's wrong? What's the matter? You don't like me? Like somebody wants you to, somebody try to hit your self-esteem. They want you to compete for trash. I said 3 people, didn't I? I said 3. They want you to compete for trash. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, trash. Yeah, garbage. You know, sticky shit at the bottom. You know, at the bottom of the garbage can. That fishy smell. That they want you to fight over that. Okay. So the walls are closing in, and they're numbing themselves. Okay, or this could be a group of people numbing themselves, fighting each other. Okay. You know, I don't know. Somebody could have got kicked in the nuts. Okay, something like that. Somebody could have called the police, and then this seems to be repetitive. Like somebody goes to jail a lot, or somebody calls the police on somebody a lot, and then they dyslexic. Somebody could be dyslexic. I don't mean to say that. Then they dysfunctional asses just get back together. Okay. You like it? I love it. Escaping emotions with substances isolates you. Numbing emotions through substances and losing touch with your true self. Restoring clarity is the first step to rebuilding trust. Now, I don't think there'll be no trust rebuilding up in this situation, but okay. Walls closing in. Removing the walls built by cultural differences, sexual orientation. So with somebody bashing you, for some of you, somebody was gay bashing you, okay? And there on the down low, we saw that closeted card that came out in there, okay? I told y'all about people who like to talk shit about other people for either their skin color, the way that they speak, you know, where they were born, where they're from, their sexual orientation. You know, people who got a problem with these things about people or anything about people is because it's mirrored in them. And that's the truth. And that's the truth, 1,000% truth. So somebody's like, you know, faggot this, faggot that, you know, they've been called that growing up because, you know, of their, you know, liking for the same, you know, sex. So they've been taught to bash themselves and bash other people who, you know, are like them, right? You know, but keep it pushing them, you know. Mr. Macho, Mrs. Dainty. And some of these motherfuckers in the military, or used to be, I don't know how, and you don't know nothing about it. espionage or stealthiness. Like you must I don't know what the hell you did in the military. Don't know what you did in the military. Just think of how many other evil motherfuckers like this are in the military or in places of power like that. Just think about what they do when they go over to certain places in their wars, right? Okay, war crimes, you know? People are disgusting. All right, so you transformed. All right, you moved forward. You overcame something. I feel like it was a speed bump. You know, when you're driving through a neighborhood and you know they got speed bumps, so you'll slow down. That's all it was. You know, you just front wheels went over. You know, a little break in the middle, and then boop boop, the back wheels went over, and you home free. Right? Page your wands. All right, recent past. Collective. Nice try, Bubba. Okay. Not really, but you know. Give you some encouragement there. King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Spirit said somebody thinks they're tough. Page of Wands. Spirit said hard. They think they're hard. Okay. Six of Cups, Two of Wands, the World, the Nine of Cups, Strength. So what somebody tried to do was recreate the past. They tried to recreate the past, okay, just with a different face, same spirit, okay. You know, but like Kendrick says, you know, you have a rich spirit, right? Your spirit is rich, you know, like the richest chocolate that you can ever taste on the planet, right? You're well beyond that, but your spirit is rich. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so you know that rich spirit carries you know, certain qualities, certain allowances and privileges, you know, that one, let's say, that does not have it, or does not have such a rich spirit. You get what I'm saying? So that already is a total and complete detriment to this whole operation. I guess somebody thought that they could come in and get you to like chase them, and then that they could close out something on you. Like they could, you know, like the world card, close it out. Like they could close out something on you. I don't know what the hell somebody was thinking. Somebody's just, they weren't. Strength, the Lovers, the Five of Swords, they thought that they can control you by this spiritual connection that you guys have. That's what they thought. Strength. They thought that they can control you by this. So like basically like a dog on a leash, you know. Come here. Come, you know, come on. Come here, you know. You want a treat? You know, hop on one foot and bark like a dog. Woof. 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 That's what kind of dude they want, you know. What kind of movies do you like? Whatever movies you like. You know, what's your favorite food? Whatever is your favorite food. They want a robot. You know, somebody subservient. Leo, Sag, Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Somebody could be in jail. The Six of Wands. I feel like somebody wants to congratulate you or something like that. Or somebody was looking for some type of congratulations. If somebody's trying to win the approval of someone. This is like a lap dog. This is a masculine trying to win the approval of another masculine. Did I do good? Did I? Was I a good boy? The Lovers, Page of Pentacles. Strength, Nine of Wands. Okay, confirm that because I don't want to just, you know. Yep, the download card came out. Okay, that is the confirmation. So whoever this Page of Wands is, done. I said lapdog, right? Okay, you know they didn't put on their knee pads for this King of Swords, whoever this is. You know, They put on their knee pads for this King of Swords. You see the wand in their hand, glowing. Okay, 4 cups. Okay, you're sitting in victory. All right. I feel like you work facade as well, right? Without even actually having to wear one. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to like put this on. You were just being yourself, right? I feel like you got a poker face. You know, I feel like you smile too, right? So I feel like your smile, it makes people feel like you're disarmed because you're smiling, right? They're not used to a person feeling one way but not revealing it, right? Acting in a toxic way. Yeah, so you knew what this person was doing, and you allowed them to do what they were doing. Confirmation, thank you, Spirit. You allowed them to do what they were doing while you walked off and planned to never return. So you left the mouse playing in the mouse's game all by themselves. The Tower. Mousetrap. That's what I just heard. Strength. You subdued somebody. So it's like somebody trying to come in there all aggressive, right? And as soon as they get close to you, or as soon as they get a whiff of you, they roll over like a kitten, you know, and you pet their stomach. So somebody thought they was tough. Didn't we hear that? Spirit said somebody thought they was hard, right? Okay, and they toppled over. The 4 of Wands got them thinking about marriage and everything else. Or being around you often, okay? Or working around you, or working with you, if it's not romantic. The 5 of Pentacles. The 9 of Cups. Yeah, this person's plan, their wish was to leave you out in the cold and have you feel that way. But I feel like they're feeling this way. I feel like you're not even paying attention. You're not giving it any attention at all. You're not looking to the left, to the right, none of that. You're watching this Tower hit. The Ace of Wands. Then I feel like there was gasoline thrown on the fire on the inside of me. Okay, the Emperor, the 2 of Swords, Justice. Yeah, this Emperor's confused on how you didn't take the bait. I don't know why, because you've never taken the bait. So why they're confused, 2 of Swords, I mean, I guess they're just slow. This King of Swords is as well. They don't know what to do or what to make of something. King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, heavy Scorpio. The Empress. Justice. The Sun. 6 of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. The Moon. 7 of Wands. The Fool. So you know that something was a karmic contract. That's what I'm getting. I feel like this is you. This Queen, this Empress. And I feel like you got your back turned to this King of Pentacles. Yeah, who either act like they weren't sure about you, or they brought this confusion, this 2 of Swords energy. So either they were projecting it on you. For some of you, okay, remember everybody's timeline's different. So for some of you, either this person was projecting this energy onto you. Okay, unaware. Because they're in their head. Or they were doing it on purpose. The Moon. I feel like you feel like this person was trying to make you feel left out in the cold. I feel like you feel like this person was trying to take a blow, or have you take a blow to your confidence. Because you could be pregnant, somebody can be pregnant, or you could be pregnant with something that you're birthing, like something that you just started, or something new that you just attributed to whatever it is that you do, you know, in your daily routine. Yeah, because you feel deeply, like I can't even put words to how deep you feel things with the Empress and the Moon here. Three of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, you know a group sent somebody in, or a group is behind this Moon right here. A group of idiot friends. Okay, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, like you go in. Okay, now you go in. Okay, now you go in. You know, same shit, different day. Ace of Swords. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Like these people are just like really, really slow. Like I don't know, they're just shit for brains. Brains fried. Because nothing. The definition of doing something over and over again, expecting a different result other than the result that they keep getting, is insanity. It means these people are insane in their minds. Then we say God gave them over to what it is they were clinging to, right? Insanity. And they're just in this Delulu world thinking like everything's peaking, la la la. And they know it's not because karma's hitting their ass, you know? But there's so much in the illusion and delusion. You look at them. They high on something. Like it's something heavy. They in la la land. Yeah, trying to block out what they're feeling with the moon right here. Yeah, and this tower right here. So that's all right. They can act like they in la la land, you know. Neverland. All right. They has to still gonna get ate up. Pause. The Nine of Wands. See, yeah, they're aware. Yeah, you just. Yeah, you're guarded, or this Empress is guarded against this King of Pentacles, or towards this King of Pentacles. Something about how they move, because they move like other people from this person's past has moved. You know, kind of like not a hair out of place. The Fool. What I say? Moved like the people in the past moved. Not a hair out of place. So something is like identical. Something's identical. Someone's identical. They could even look alike. Okay. I don't know. They could be family members. They can be family members. That's being sent in. Okay. And I was picking up incest earlier. Okay. Now that didn't come out on the table for a while. Okay, maybe in like a month or so. But like the energy has been, you know, coming back up to the surface. Nine of Pentacles. So I don't know whose family it is, but you know, there's some incest out here. So be careful who you are. Could be this person that was interested in you or whatever that was sent in here. Somebody's sleeping with their like cousin or something like that. Yeah, a masculine and a feminine that are family. Five of Cups. You could have picked up on that for somebody, or just a weird energy that you it just didn't feel right, even if you couldn't like pinpoint it. Yeah, that's why. For some reason, that's why. The Hierophant. Yeah, God was letting you know. He was letting you know. Yeah, he's like, nah, not there. The Wheel of Fortune and Divine Intervention. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, you might have to wait a little longer. That's fine. That's fine. That is fine. I do not, you know, I don't want somebody that's sleeping with their cousin. Absolutely not. Thank you. The World. So something was closed out real clean, like, okay. And something is closing out on these three people right here. Yeah, something's closing out, okay. Them being able to send people in towards you, okay, to try to, you know, confuse you or get you to choose the wrong person. You know, a fake ass person, you know, a real karmic person cannot do things that are not karmic, right? And if they try to act like they're not karmic, it only lasts for a certain amount of time, right? That's why it's essential to give things time, because a karmic cannot help but show their karmic acts. They cannot help it, right? They can't help it. Can't help it. All you got to do is pull back and go in hermit mode and just watch them unwind, unfold. Just watch it. I promise you, they'll fold their ass like a lawn chair. You know, they fold their ass like a lawn chair. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, your money's transforming. Okay, something about your stability is transforming. Okay, somebody could be moving or thinking about moving, judgment, or getting the okay to move. All right, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, Temperance, Knight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. I want to fuck with him either. The King of Wands, somebody wants to get somebody pregnant. This is the type of motherfucker that'll poke holes in condoms. You know, take the condom before they crack the wrapper, and they'll poke holes in it. They sure will. Ratchet ass. Ugh. Be a Leo. Four of Pentacles. We're going in the current, let me see, what's the time? Yeah, going in the current energy. 35:55 on the time. Let's talk. Scorpio, Capricorn. So somebody's studying something, or somebody is holding on to somebody's studying something. Thanks, Spirit. Six of Cups. Somebody's looking over the past, a past memory. Like somebody's going back in their mind to look at something. To, hindsight's 2020. Okay, so somebody, the Hermit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Yeah, that's what's gonna annoy me. I'm sorry, I got to change that up there. Somebody could be a rapper, Seven of Cups, or a failed rapper. Both things could be true. We two separate people. The Star, or somebody could be a musician. Okay, two people can be musicians, and one person does not want the other person to shine or something like that. Like somebody's envious and jealous that could sing as well, or do music as well, or have the aspirations to do so, and they could know you do too. This could be an ex from like way like years ago that knows this and is jealous or envious, or they feel like you're good and that you're gonna be good at it, that you would be. So they've been trying to sabotage your path, your trail, like on the way there, your journey on the way there. Playing wicked games, the wicked, yeah. Confirmation. Nine of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Death. Yeah, somebody wants your money. Somebody wants your energy too, though, mostly because they're afraid to die. Somebody could be close to death here, and they know it, so they're desperate. Don't you think that? Don't you think that you should stop? Then don't you think that you should stop? Think about it. You're gonna die because of the shit you've been doing to somebody innocent who minds their business, who does what God tells them to do. You've been trying to play God in their life. You've been trying to play God in everybody's life. You've been trying to get people to think what you want them to think over what God says. The Hermit. Thank you, Spirit. That's why I call him stupid. That's why I call him stupid. Okay? Because stupid is, stupid does. Three of Swords. So in current energy, somebody is seeing, or they will see, okay, that it's like they were on their own third party. How does that work, Spirit? The artist, they created this. They created whatever this is that's going on in their life. They created it. So they'd have nobody to blame, even if they can blame it whoever they want. They created it. They made the decisions that they made. You don't get shit that comes back to you if there is first not a action taken. If there is an action taken, then you're gonna get an equal and opposite reaction. You're gonna get that energy back. No matter how much you try to fan it off and throw it over here and put it off on this person, this energy is gonna catch your ass and it's gonna swallow your ass. Pause. It's gonna eat you up. The Sun. The Five of Wands. Somebody's understanding of something is being like shattered or something like that, or the way that they understood something or thought that they understood something. Now fighting about something from the past, something that they were taught. Confirmation. This could be like one of those confirmation, a secret organization that taught these dummies how to be dummies to the best of their ability. Yeah, some of these people were born into this shit. Taught to be an imbecile from a child. Three of Pentacles. something about sorority, fraternity, ties. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. A favor for a favor. Ace of Cups. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Two of Wands, Devil, Ace of Swords. So could be a sibling out here that's a part of this group, this family group here. There's some aunties here, some older women, and a younger one. This younger one could be your sibling. These are like aunts or something like that, or uncles. Put them in where they go. They're under judgment for some type of plot, scheme, plan that they were carrying out for a long time. Okay, involving your love life. We know the story. Okay, but there's somebody here that's been taking a while to get to you. You've been waiting on Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. I mean, Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's been directing another person. A Queen of Swords has been directing another person to do something, or directing another person to do something when it comes to your finances, your money, your opportunity or opportunities. You like have you waiting, like interfering as much as they can. Huh. That's all right. You think they'd be, and that's why I say it gotta be the drugs. It gotta be the drugs. Whatever drug that makes you feel like you Superman, okay? It gotta be. Because somebody just died out here. Just recently, it's going through the collective. Somebody just died, okay? Yeah, it could have been a couple people that died over the past year or so, right? And you could have been blamed for it. People blaming you, when really they're sending shit towards you and that shit's bouncing back. And it's hitting people that are around them. Yeah, and they just lying. Oh, they're doing things. They're doing this. They're doing this to me. They're doing this to me. Whose name is in whose mouth is my question. Huh? Whose name is in whose mouth 24 hours of the day? Huh? Whose eyes are constantly on somebody who is far away from them, minding their business? Huh? Who's sending people to stalk this person, but acting like they're the victim? You about to be hung out to dry. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You're about to be hung out to dry. You are. I'm telling you, you are. The Eight of Cups, and it's gonna hurt. It's gonna sting. Eight of Swords, strength. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna sting. A reader could have told you this already. Somebody want to be famous so bad. So bad. For what? Why? For what? You don't even know why. A waste. What a waste. The Four of Swords. Somebody heartbroken because they gotta sleep their way to the top, if anything, or they've had to. Somebody feels old and used up. Somebody feels just like trash. Somebody feels like people always leave them. You know what I'm saying? People always leave you because you ain't shit. Because of the shit that you do. What do you mean people always leave you? Of course they do. Of course they do. You Three of Swords people. Even the people you gather up to go against other people. You Three of Swords those people. Ain't no honor amongst thieves. Don't know why y'all think y'all can trust another thief. Stupidity, I guess. The drugs, whatever it is. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, somebody's in and out of beds. Somebody could be online, like on a dating profile or something like that, hookup profile. Somebody could be an online scammer. Yeah, a relationship scammer. Yeah, they go in and out, pause. Okay, they that's what they do. Nope, Spirit says somebody could be carrying something. They are. Somebody's carrying something. Eight of Swords. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And they like to do it raw. Ten of Pentacles, you know, try to get somebody pregnant, okay, or get somebody infected. They like to do it wrong. Then disappear. Then disappear and leave somebody with a gift. Ten of Pentacles. Queen of Cups, Four of Wands, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, Two of Wands. Oh yeah, somebody that was just playing with you just a minute ago, okay? A couple days, yeah, however long ago. Somebody just came into your environment. Yeah, they're about to see you. Somebody else is about to come in and approach you, like for real approach you, like have a conversation with you. You know, go beyond just eye contact, and they gonna watch it. Look at them looking back. Oh, what do you mean they're not following me? What you mean they lost interest? What you mean they're not attracted to me no more? Yeah, there's the other person. They come in here. Six, 7, 9 can be significant. Area code. Wow. Somebody could have dreads. Somebody could have something with their eyes going on. Okay, or somebody could have one eye. Okay, or somebody's third eye could be significant. Okay, there's some type of Queen of Cups, King of Cups, the Devil, Six of Pentacles, Artist. So somebody's trying to create what? Control divine timing? A King of Cups? That's what this Queen of Cups that's projecting. So this Queen of Cups is projecting. This Queen of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles, this mother and daughter, these two bitches. This mother and daughter are projecting towards your Ten of Pentacles, your finances, your stability, your generational wealth. Okay, trying to have you running all over the place like a chicken with your head cut off. And this King of Cups is over here, you know, obsessing over you about who you're giving to, trying to create something, some type of chaos, they're trying to control divine timing or your destiny or, you know, divine intervention. This fucking weirdo. Yeah, you're too strong. And so look at this. Look. This is yours. This is yours because God said so. And it don't matter what the fuck these motherfuckers try to do. Okay, it don't matter who they recruit. It don't matter where they travel to and what practitioner that they hire. It doesn't matter. That practitioner will go down and the one who paid for it will go down. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. God is never lost. You know that, right? God is never lost. Ever. I mean big G. Not the little G ones that you serve. Big G. The master. Okay? Call him what you will. Okay? He is the I am. I know you don't want to hear it. Four of Cups, Queen of Swords. Yeah, I know you don't want to hear it. That's the problem. That's your problem. You don't want to hear it. But you want somebody to hear you when you getting your ass taxed. Right. You know, you want our Father to hear you when you getting your ass taxed. But you don't want to hear him when he's speaking, huh? No, that's not how that works. That's not how it's going to work, either. Show some damn respect. Yeah, you're going to. You're going to. Whether you know it or not, you're going to. You will bow down to the Most High. On bended knee, on your face. Alright, near future. The Nine of Cups. Okay. Please don't fall in love. Khalid. Oh, wow. Somebody don't want you to fall in love. Three of Cups, the Two of Wands. Nine of Cups, Three of Cups. So somebody, there could be some type of secret celebration going on. Or something like that in the works. The Nine of Pentacles. The High Priestess. Like somebody could be putting something together for someone. Okay, for somebody this could be a birthday party, surprise birthday party. For somebody else this could be like a gathering or like an outing or something like that. Some type of surprise, like of appreciation. You know, there's drinks there. There's dancing maybe, food, a stage. Okay, I see a stage and a microphone. Somebody up there speaking. Okay, about you and appreciation. About damn time. Somebody, All right, what else? The Three of Wands. Somebody could be planning a trip or a getaway or something like that, or presenting somebody with that. Six of Swords, yeah. The King of Pentacles. Oh Lord, is this a new person or is this the same King of Pentacles over here? The Empress. Oh wow, something that you're creating, something's gonna be big. Like something's gonna be big. Okay, I don't know what this is you're going into or what it is that you're cultivating, but it's gonna be big. Like you're gonna touch a lot of people's lives with whatever this is. Okay, for some of you it could be music. There is a heavy music artist energy in the energy. Okay. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna get a big return, like six figures. The Nine of Swords, Justice. It's gonna put a lot of people in. They want to be in their feelings. You're gonna give them a reason to be in their feelings. The Most High is. Ten of Swords. Came out sideways. You can't die. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. You can't die, right? Of course, until until it's time for you to go, right? But before then, you can't die. No matter what happens to you in between, you can't die. You're invincible until the Most High said it's time. Time to go. So you like Samson? It's getting like Samson was like built like a tank, indestructible. Beat an army with the jawbone of an ass. The jawbone of an ass. That's crazy. The Five of Wands. The Four of Wands. So there's fighting going on in a household, in a building, in a organization, in a structure. Okay, this could be a party or a gathering or a get together or something like that. Okay, the Ten of Wands, a club, a bar fight, Ten of Wands. Somebody gets drunk and acts stupid in their feelings, the Six of Swords sideways. Yeah, somebody can get dropped on their face. Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Five of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Magician. You can have an ex that's involved with your family somehow. I feel like your family's taking out some type of aggression on this ex. It's like they're the dumping post or something like that. Dumping bin for all their aggression and anger when shit doesn't work out or when they cannot get something done. Somebody is being used as a punching bag. Like they tried to use you as one. They want it so bad to be in your family, right? in between your relatives. Like I guess they thought they were taking your place. And I'll be my guest. Be my guest. Over there. Yeah, taking place over there. Six of Cups. What? Somebody's taking something from somebody. Somebody's repossessing something, a car they got them or something like that. If somebody catch somebody, doing things with the car that somebody bought them with someone else. This is somebody petty that will see the car parked at a hotel or a motel or something and go and y'all seen that clip of the dude that took the engine out the car because he had put it in there to his girl, caught his girl cheating at a hotel. He took the engine out the car, brought the tow truck, snatched the engine out that motherfucker. Somebody taking something from somebody. A car, a tire off of a car, the axle, somebody's taking something like apart, pieces, okay, rendering it inoperable. The Four of Swords. Somebody could be tripping about something, somebody cheating in the past. You know, like somebody saying, "Oh yeah, I cheated. My bad, I won't do it again." Then they do it again, right? Somebody is remembering something, or somebody drinks, right, at a function, and then they remember something that somebody did in the past, and then they cause a whole scene and everything. Okay, like I said, somebody could get the police called on them and go to jail. You know, remember we said this happens all the time, right? With these two, whoever these two are, the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, something is seen publicly. Something that usually is happening behind closed doors with a couple is going to be seen publicly. Mm-hmm. The Four of Cups. Yeah, people are going to be like disgusted. People are going to be disgusted. The Eight of Wands, the Moon, and they're going to be talking about it. Three of Swords. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You can hate the truth all you want to. Five of Pentacles. It don't change the fact that it's the truth. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. The Chariot. You can hate me all you want to. Don't change the fact that it's the truth. What I'm saying. That's what you need to be looking at. Not how I'm giving it to you. Not with, you know, with the how you feel about it. Okay? I didn't say it. I'm just giving it to you. Take it up with the Most High. I ain't your daddy. I ain't your mama. I ain't your man. I ain't your, you know, I ain't none of that. I'm just a messenger, giving you the message, the way that he wants me to give it to you. You got a problem with that? Take it up with him. Judgment. Thank you, Abba. The Magician. Of course you gotta go through judgment by yourself. Somebody sad because they gotta go through judgment by themselves, because they gotta go through what they created by themselves, or with whoever that they're with in this Four of Wands. They're with somebody that they're stuck with, that they gotta go through it with. Well, you're not by yourself then, buddy. Okay. Page of Wands. Somebody hates a sibling. If ex is with your sibling, with somebody's sibling, they hate your sibling. Like they only went over there because they thought they were going to get something out of it or something like that. The Hermit. Yeah, somebody's seen that they got issues. They got childhood wounds. The Magician. Ten of Cups. Somebody's seen that they were also manipulated by this family, by your relatives or whoever's relatives. Somebody's just been putty in people's hands. They you know, they do this with it, right? You know, do all this with it, and then they pass it to the next person, and the next person doing all this with it, twisting it all up, you know, this way and that way, then they pass it to the next person. Somebody's been putty in these people's hands. Strength. Unspoken. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Waiting for something that was never coming, never gonna happen. Never, they were never going to see whatever it is that they were promised to see. Never. Never. If God wasn't giving it, you wasn't gonna see it. God isn't giving it to you, you're not gonna see it. Ever. Yeah, Lucifer ain't gonna give it to you. Okay? And if God allows him to give it to you, it's only temporarily. It's only enough for you to hold it in your hands for about 5 minutes and before it starts to fall through. Because it doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to you. Queen of Wands reverse, the Ace of Swords reverse. You got this line heifer right here. Ace of Cups. Somebody be lying about being with somebody, lying about sleeping with somebody that they ain't never slept with. Or it could be that they've never even met or seen face to face in their life. This could be people that don't even know you, that are saying that they've slept with you, that are saying that they, you know, they used to do this with you, or they've done this with you. You don't even know these motherfuckers. Don't even know them. See, people that are so easy to believe shit like that, those are the ones that, you know, I'd be like, you know, thank you for, you know, the interference, right? Thank you for, like, look at it a different way. Look at it in a different way. The people that fall off, the people that fall for gossip, rumors, silly shit, right, kitty shit, The people that fall for this, okay, all the enemy did was get them out of the way. That's it, right? Which helped you dodge a bullet in the whole scheme of things. It helped you dodge a bullet. So just think of the hell that you were saved by not by that person choosing somewhere else, or listening to gossip, or asking their friends about what they should do about their personal life. Okay, you dodged a bullet. I promise you, you dodged a bullet. Weren't supposed to be there. Strength. Yeah, and somebody's very hateful, extremely hateful. They hate love. They hate emotions. They hate feelings. Leo, Sagittarius, the Knight of Swords. Somebody wants to attack your strength. Or somebody's been attacking your strength since you were a child. Somebody could have been trying, for some of you, for a number of you, somebody could have been trying to take you out since you were a child. The Ace of Wands. That's the truth, yes. But they never were able to. Ace of Cups. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, because love was holding you here. Love was holding you here. Love was keeping you intact, together, meaning the Most High, okay? Like all around you, all running all through you. You are love. You are love. Six of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Temperance, Unspoken, Ace of Cups, Child of Cups. Good job on tempering your emotions, staying balanced. Somebody could have posted somebody's dick pic online or something like that, or they're planning to. But like I said, they're the winners for that. I mean, thanks for the publicity, right? Thanks for the publicity, Okay. What they do they think that's gonna make people run away from you? Don't they think that would kind of make some people maybe be more interested in you? If not just appreciating the beauty that is you. Why look at it in a negative way? Why look at it in a negative way? Why? It is what it is. Whatever is going to be done is going to be done. Okay? Look at the silver lining. So what? And I didn't do it. Somebody else did. Oh well, God got it. Don't be ashamed of shit. Don't be ashamed of nothing. Nothing. Five of Swords, right? This is what they want you to feel. They want you to feel these things, right? They want you to feel embarrassment, shame, like really, like naked, like exposed. Okay. Okay. And Seven of Wands. Unspoken. Just nakedness. The Three of Swords. So somebody is blocked, somebody's been blocked, or they will be blocked. Somebody's going to try to do something. Oh, the Ten of Cups. Your family, your relatives are going to try to, so if you're somewhere online, you do something online, this is somebody like trying to post, a pic or something, like somewhere where you do whatever it is that you do. Like there's no digital footprint of who sent that or who posted that. But you best believe that, something even bigger is going to be exposed about this person. As a matter of fact, I'm seeing like a backfire. So it might not even get posted. Real talk. It might not even get posted. Yeah, somebody might get jaw checked beforehand. Okay, Five of Cups reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. The King of Swords reverse. The Eight of Swords. You got a crazy ass Libra too that's out here that feels some type of way because you moved on from them. They could have been taking their sweet ass time coming towards you, okay, or they were playing with you just like this dummy was. I told y'all, like, the masculines, in the world, right? The roles seem to be backwards, or the energies, right? Like the women, the toxic women are acting like the men, right? The toxic men are acting like the women. You know what I'm saying? Distorted energy. Men want you to chase them. Men want you to chase them, right? Women are. All right, Spirit, last messages. The moon. The lovers. Okay, so a deep spiritual connection. What's this? Pisces, the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody wants to invest. Somebody is sitting on their emotions. Okay, like what? The King of Pentacles came out sideways. So somebody can be unsure about themselves, unsure of themselves. Somebody could lack confidence. King of Cups, Temperance, Seven of Cups. Yeah. Moving along, sir. Moving along. Justice. So they deserve to feel this way. Whatever they're feeling, they deserve to feel this way. The Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, Temperance, the Seven of Cups. Yeah, because somebody's been communicating back and forth with another person. Somebody behind the scenes, like giving them direction. Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups. Do this, say this, show up like this, wear this, make sure your print is showing, thirst trap them. Silly shit. Now somebody tried to make you feel not confident, so now they feel it. The Nine of Pentacles, because you're like, no thank you. Justice, Nine of Pentacles, no thanks. I'm good. I'm good. Emperor. Page of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Knight of Cups, the Hierophant. The Lovers. Choice. The Tower in the reverse. So somebody's like falling apart on the inside. They can wear a stoic face in front of you or whatever, but at home they're falling apart. Yeah, especially because they played with you and you showed them a thing or two. Yeah, without even having to ever like really put effort into showing them so. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you are the wheel. You're the wheel. You're the wheel. Right? You're the wheel that comes around and people spin. You know what I'm saying? And whatever it lands on, right? It's kind of like the heart and the feather. Right? Weighing the heart and the feather. Okay, the heart against the feather. Okay, this person spins the wheel, which is you, okay, and it lands on something that's dark, that's that's heavy, that's grief-stricken, right? Because that's what's on the inside of them, that's matching them, right? So it's kind of like people step up to the wheel, like The Price is Right, right? They spin the wheel, okay, and whatever's mirrored or whatever it lands on, that's what's coming from inside of them. So it's mirroring back to them, okay? You have yet had somebody come to spin your wheel and they match you, right? You know what I'm saying? That the same energy that's mirrored back to them that the wheel lands on is matching your energy. Unspoken, yeah. Eight of Cups, yeah. You walked away. Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, yeah. You could be coming into some money, some finances, or something like that pretty soon. Okay, if you haven't already. And yeah, this person, you just left them in the dust. It took them a while to catch on to figure out that you wasn't interested. On day one, for some of you. Yeah, day one. Yeah, you sized this person up real quick. You saw straight through them. As a matter of fact, there could have been two people that you saw straight through. Damn, you getting pretty quick at this. Like, quick. All right, collective, I'm gonna leave it there. That's your read. If you want to donate to the channel or book personal info, below the video. All right, click more and it'll come out there. These people that deem to hate you, okay, it's because they're lazy. It has nothing to do with you, for who I'm talking to. It's nothing to do with you. It's because they're lazy. It's because you show up in a way that they wish they could show up. Confirmation, thank you, Spirit. You show up in a way that they wish they can show up, but because of everybody else's opinions, right? Because they, get on their knees and pucker their lips to put their lips on ass cheeks. That's what they're worried about. They're not concerned what God got for them. They're concerned about what people got for them. Yeah, people. They fear people, not God. Yeah, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, they fear man and not the one who made man. Okay, so yeah, love y'all, beloved. Make sure you cleanse your energy. All right, stay on top of your prayers and your intentions. All right, I holla. I love y'all. Stay safe. All right, stay prayed up and enjoy yourself. Thanks.